Everybody's ready. Good afternoon, and thank you all for being here. I want to take time to introduce the people joining me here today. To my right is Tony Godwin. He's the Wake County Sheriff's Office Chief of Field Services. We have to my far left Dale Butler. He serves as our detention director for Wake County Detention Center. And next to me is Jermaine Bird, our assistant director for the Wake County Detention Center. Again, we thank you for this opportunity to share information regarding the incident last night. Very unfortunate situation. But I want to first thank our partners in law enforcement, public safety, the Raleigh Police Department, the North Carolina State Highway Patrol, emergency management, as well as the members of the community who gave such great support last night and assistance in helping us recapture Mr. McLean. It's a situation where he was transported to WakeMed from our facility, the Wake County Detention Center, for medical treatment. While at the hospital, he was able to flee from custody. The officer responsible for him made immediate notification, and we were able to, with the help of emergency management and all our partners in public safety, to get a team organized real quickly to canvass the area by WakeMed, get up a perimeter, and was able to keep him contained. The search was successful. It took a little less than 4 hours to actually locate him and bring him back into custody without incident. He was transported back to the hospital for observation before being returned to the detention center and charged for additional charges for the escape attempt he conducted last night. So at this time, are there any questions you'd like to ask?
He was in handcuffs, Sheriff?
Yes.
How did he get out with handcuffs on?
Well, it's a situation where there was movement of personnel within the hospital, and oftentimes when you're moving an inmate, he or she has to use the bathroom. They have to go from one location within the hospital to the other, and as the officers escorting them, the person may break out and run. And so the officer pursued him, and then everything escalated from that point.
Did WakeMed provide any of their own officers as an assistance to your officers when they brought the suspect in?
Yeah, we always get coordination with WakeMed security, and they'll assist us every time we go there. It's just it's a large place. It's a lot of moving parts, a lot of people, and so we're conducting our investigation. We're reviewing what happened, always trying to find ways to improve and enhance our procedures and best practices to keep these situations from occurring.
In the future,
Sheriff, the warrant states that Sergeant Bell sounds like he or she was in charge of this inmate. Tell me a little bit about what's to happen with that detention officer. I imagine you've ensued an internal investigation.
As I stated, yes, we're investigating everything thoroughly. We're reviewing the entire process of what took place, and always seeking ways how we can improve our best practices and our procedures to ensure public safety, officer safety.
do you believe at this point that the procedures were inadequate to prevent the escape initially?
Again, the investigation is ongoing. We're looking into that.
Was the detention officer right next to the inmate at all times last night while the inmate and the detention officer were in the ER?
Yes.
How is that possible if they were side by side, but Mr. McLean was able to flee and leave and run from the ER?
Again, if there's multiple people in the hallway that you're moving an inmate from one location to another, and the inmate starts to run, you pursue him. There's equipment, people in the way that can distract or disrupt your ability to, regain custody of him in a quick manner. But he pursued him outside of the hospital, chased him, and lost sight of him. But again, called for assistance, and all the troops came together, rallied, and we were successful to recapture the escapee.
In the
One
future,
more
would you,
question.
in the future, would you consider using 2 officers to escort a prisoner to a hospital like that?
That's part of our practice. We actually had an officer en route to check in with them, and this happened just prior to that officer making it to the hospital. So we do have practice knowing where there's 2 to secure and everything.
So somehow he got in there with just 1 officer while the second officer was on the way?
Correct.
What do you do to prevent this from happening again?
Again, it's having sufficient staffing there, making sure the person is properly secure with their handcuffs. We look at ankle bracelets as well. You know, one of the things is once you get into the facility and the person has to receive treatment, sometimes you have to remove some of those devices, and it's just your mere presence to secure them. That's why you utilize a second person. But these things can happen real quick, and last night was an unfortunate situation that Mr. McLean was able to escape. We acted in a very timely manner, and we accept responsibility, and we're striving to improve and do a better job each time out.
Thank you. Do you have anything else you want to add, Brayden? Sure, and then we'll.
Chief,